Now let's explore techniques without pattern cards for knitting patterns. Switch between half gauge P and H to create mini purl stitches. This technique works for both single and double ribbing. Next, we'll demonstrate plain knitting. First, configure the carriage settings. We've completed the cast-on and initial machine knitting. Now for the cam configuration. Set the left cam lever to the triangle mark. Position the right cam lever at the circle. Set the cam lever to T. We'll be working with tuck stitches, so set your tension dial to 4. Leave the secondary carriage as is. Now let's knit one full row. Currently both sets of needles are engaged. Slide the carriage back. Main needles now hold yarn without knitting. While the secondary needles knit normally. In this position, keep knitting rows until you reach your desired length. After completing a mini purl stitch section, keep the fabric on the needles. Next, work the English rib stitch. Keep the same machine settings. Just move the handle 2 positions to create the offset rib. Let's start knitting. First, knit 2 rows at position 5. Then move the lever to position 7. After this 2-notch adjustment, the secondary needles will align 2 stitches over. Knit 2 more rows without changing settings. After knitting 2 rows, return the handle to position 5. After 2 rows, move the handle to position 7. Repeating these steps creates the shifted English rib pattern. You can also use this method to attach additional small counterweights. Next, remove the fabric from the machine. The section below shows the mini purl stitch. This visible side is the right side of the work. The upper section shows the shifted English rib. This pattern was made by turning the secondary machine's handle. Turn the lower handle to create different patterns as desired. See the manual for detailed instructions. Now we'll set the half stitch lever to P and the rocker handle to 5. Now attach the drive cam. Install the drive cam for tuck stitch knitting. This knitting is done every 2 rows on the secondary unit. A method of tuck stitch. We've cast on and finished the machine setup. First, position the drive cam here on the secondary unit. Set the half stitch lever to P5. Now let's set up the carriage. First, set up the main machine carriage. Position both side cam levers on the carriage to the marked circle. Set the cam lever to 0. Set tension dial to 4. Then adjust the slave machine's carriage. Set tension dial to 4 again, and the positioning lever to 1. Place the lifting lever in the left U slot. Now we'll knit 1 row. While knitting, pull the auto positioning lever past. The drive cam. The lever will then auto-shift. Then pull the carriage back. Now only the main machine's needles are knitting. The secondary needles just hold the yarn without knitting. When moving the carriage left, continue pulling it past the drive cam. The positioning lever resets to 1. If the fabric starts lifting, attach the weight. Pull the carriage past the positioning lever. Repeat until reaching the needed length. At the correct length, take off the fabric. First, remove the yarn from the guide. Remove the fabric weight. Then hold the knitting board with one hand. Gently pull the machine head with your other hand. Now the fabric comes off the machine. Here's the tuck stitch. This is the back of the tuck stitch. The pattern differs between top and bottom because simply switch the left lever to change it. With the half stitch lever at H, you can knit this pattern. Give it a try later. Next, using pattern cards with punch card attachments. Start by inserting the pattern card holder into the slot. This secures the pattern card in place. letting you clearly see the pattern card numbers as you knit. We finished setting up the machine's edge. Set the half stitch lever to position H5. The machine edge is set. We'll program the carriage with the card pattern. Set both side cam levers to triangle position. Keep the cam lever at position 0. Set the tension dial to 3. Set the tension dial on the secondary carriage to 3 as well. Keep all other settings the same. Now check that the auto positioning lever is set to 1. Next, we'll move the carriage. This lets the carriage record the punch card pattern. The carriage has now stored the pattern. Now unlock the punch card. Now switch the main cam lever to position T. Gently move the carriage again. Each pull advances the card 1 row. We can adjust based on the yarn thickness and adjust the tension dial accordingly. The current pattern card is set on the main machine. Next, we'll use the secondary machine for perforated tuck stitches. Compare both cards. The secondary one has an R part. With the pattern card installed, unlock the pattern card. Then pull the carriage once to register the pattern. Unlock the pattern card. Then set the main machine's cam lever to SJ. Gently move the carriage back and forth. This pattern works best with fine yarn. After knitting, remove the fabric from the machine. And detach the weight to release the yarn. Gently slide the carriage to release the knitted piece. This top pattern shows our perforated narrow tuck stitches.
10.
We've set the cantilever for embossed knitting. The lower pattern is created by the cantilever selection when set to tuck position. Here's a clear front and back comparison. Now let's switch to plaiting stitch technique. First, prepare the plaiting guide shuttle for the threading. Swap in the plaiting shuttle where your yarn fits. Just loosen the screw to make the swap. When installing the lay yarn guide, align it with the two side screws. Securely tie in the screws. Now let's thread the yarn. Start by feeding the thicker yarn through guide A. Make sure it passes through the lower guide too. Next, thread a finer lay yarn. For laying knitting, two yarns are woven together, so always use one thicker and one finer yarn. Feed the fine yarn through guide B. Check that the fine yarn threads smoothly through the lower guide. Now the yarn is threaded correctly. With the yarn threaded, we can start knitting. Notice both yarns knitting together now. With this technique and turning the side crank, we can make different patterns. This is plaiting stitch knitting. Next, we'll use pattern cards for punch lace knitting. Here we'll use the peak carriage. The peak carriage moves needles from B to C. With this back and forth motion, this temporarily lifts the stitches. Using the peak carriage to create a puncture lace pattern. Now we'll start casting on. Now let's set up the carriage cams. Set both side cam levers to the circle mark, and the main lever to 0. Increase tension by 1 notch to 5. Now set up the second carriage. Set all levers to position 1. Reduce tension by 2 notches to 3. Move the carriage with this full rib cast on complete. Check if all needles have completed the knitting. Also, set the half stitch selector on the main bed to position -5. When attaching the transfer plate, align it precisely. Since we are the main bed needles, we will release the fabric during transfer. During this operation, the fabric releases from the main bed needles. Position the transfer plate close to the ribber sinkers. Now engage the P-carriage to retract the main bed needles. Position the P-carriage at the right end of the main bed. Pass the carriage completely across once. Now all needles shift to position C. Then return the carriage. All fabric is now transferred to the ribber. The main bed drops all stitches. The P-carriage just dropped all main bed stitches. When using the P-carriage, ensure proper knockover board alignment, or you'll drop stitches from the machine. When dropping main bed stitches, align the knockover board with the ribber sinkers. Now add the weights. With the weight attached, knit 3 rows. First, set the main carriage cam to the SJ position. Leave the other cams in their current positions. Can knit one row first. Only the auxiliary needles are active now. Pin it 2 more rows, then install the pattern card. Turn the pattern card to position 1 and lock it. Then, have the carriage memorize the card's pattern. Move the carriage back and forth 3 times. Now the pattern is memorized. Next, the 2 needles on each side of the main carriage. Set to D position. Unlock the pattern card. Next, let's set the cam lever on the carriage. First, position the main carriage near the knitting needles, and set the cam lever to the triangle mark. Place the P carriage on the left of the auxiliary machine. Move the P carriage to shift the needles to C. Remove the P carriage. Then knit 1 row. So the needles pick up yarn from the pattern card. Place the P carriage on the auxiliary machine's left again. To move needles to C. Knit another row. Then slide the P carriage on the main machine right to left. The needles now move to position C. Now retract the P carriage. The fabric on the main bed releases completely. Move the P carriage to the river. Pass the P carriage once to position C needles. Then knit across. Rotate P carriage to ribber again. Then pass right to position C needles. Key needle cross, then return P carriage to main bed. Repeat left turn toward pass to release the fabric. Transfer P carriage back to ribber. Make one left to right pass with P carriage. Then knit. Place the P carriage on the auxiliary again. Then pull it left to right once. Then pull the main carriage. Similarly, reposition the P carriage on the main machine, then pull it left to right and back. This P carriage works on both machines. To create the lace pattern, that's how punch lace knitting works.